Tuesday, and it's the 7th day of the bench project here. And over the weekend they got to use it. So check it out. It's got some pillows on it now. Looks cozy. They texted me on the weekend saying that it was comfortable. So that's great. So I'm gonna get my tools unpacked and get going. Get started making that 4th section over there. Get my camera situated. All right. Gotta figure out what's parallel. These boards have dried a little bit. This one's cupped up a little bit. So I'm just lining the boards up on that side. Right. Is it that big of a gap back here? No. A gap's good though. So I'll do it like that. And just see what this is. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. I like it. Pick up where I left off last time. Man. At least I put a smaller battery in this time. Man. Mess that up. Hot. Okay. Better. I don't know, maybe I could turn the speed down. Maybe it is all the way down. I'll try it. All right, a few more holes for that. Two seems like a better speed for this. I'm still kind of pulsing it in there. A little bit more manageable of a speed. A few more. You can see the bit gets stuck in there. It's frustrating. Got to get into this. I can't. I'd split, or I wouldn't split it, but it'd be better for me to attach it on this bigger board. They sell this T25 bit with a base like this that'll grab by this tool, but you gotta buy those. These come free, so I use them as much as I can. Alright, so I've already cut that edge on that board, so now I just need to lay them out, scribe the angle, then figure out this right side angle. My boards here, they survived the weekend. Okay, those are just balanced there. Get them all close enough. I think this is too steep. I can get the angle though. So where's my scratch piece? Scrap piece? Oh, and a pencil. Alright, I got those just balancing there. Just got my scrap piece here to match the angle of the other boards. Oh. Don't fall. The angle of the backrest seems to make a difference. Oops. This one seems too tall, too vertical. Okay, yeah, that's better. So, how am I going to know that I'm holding it in the right spot? Okay, here we go. Now I can see where those two lines meet up. Pull it back. Need another one. Might have gone just the same hole there. Box broke last week. Yeah, for sure went in the same spot. Well, it's a lot better angle now on the backrest. So, I'll line them back up, mark the line, cut them off. So this board is pretty dirty on one side. I could sand that off, but I could also just sand off these two Lobos here, stamps on there. And I need to do it now so the wood has time to kind of evenly dry out. If I were to do this right before it's stained, it would be a dramatic difference. It'll probably still be noticeable if you looked close enough, but this will be best. I don't want to do too much for the reason of the board looking uneven. You can tell, maybe, where I didn't sand it all. But once everything's up there, I'm going to give it all once over sanding. Oops, so that's 3 of 4. Coat. Now for the last one. Don't hit the umbrella. I use these tick marks since I had multiple ones to know which line to cut. And then I was sanding off because I don't have an eraser that works. This one doesn't do anything. Same idea, I don't want to do too much sanding. Okay, stack these on here. No, it's very far off. And put in a few screws. Is that what I did last time? Probably not. Gotta mark the other angle. And that thing is way off. I don't know if you can see. It's about a ½ inch or so off. Not that much. Well, my thumb. But I'll kind of split the difference. I'll put it up on that kind of, and then it's a big gap. Measure it with the level. All right, I did have to put a few screws in these deck boards, bench back boards. I wanted to keep the top level, and I'll have to just these ones aren't attached, but they'll come up a little bit to split the differences on all of those. So now I got to remember how I made this angle. I think I just eyeballed it. Like vertical off of that seam. Can't see the bowl. So that would be vertical. See how that one looks. Yeah, so that one, if I'm looking straight down, it's more or less vertical. So for this one, that looks too inside for me. Almost like a whole nother 1.5 inches over, and then it'll line up with parallel with the fence pickets. And I can see one of the deck boards is unaligned there too. Maybe a quick trim will solve that. So I'm thinking, yeah, almost just like that. And that looks slightly hanging out, maybe. I think it's good. Yeah, that'll be good. Right, we cut those and put them back. All right. I originally planned to make this whole thing not removable, but once I saw how much this board has dried and cupped already, I don't know that I'll be able to make a seamless seam. So I cut these to go down on the bottom side and hold these sections together. This one I'm going to put all the way tight to the end. This one I can do tight to this one. Because I want to be able to slide it a little bit. So if I give it a gap from the other joist supports, it can slide this way. I also want it to feel locked in. So maybe I will just go all tight to that side. And if that doesn't make sense right now, it will soon. I gotta figure out how to attach these without taking them apart. Yeah, I want these to go on the bottom. Plop. But even this distance here is worrying me. I don't want this tip to curl up over time. I'd really like to hold it down right there. So maybe I could... No. Well, I've never done this exact thing before, so it just takes me some figuring it out. Alright, I just took off like 1/4 of an inch of each of these. Now I'm going to lay them out here where I want them to be. This one I'm unsure of, because I was thinking if I put it sideways like this, it could have a little bit of room to lift up and then slide this way. So I don't know if these should be tight or not, because there's no room for them to like, maybe there is. We'll give it a try. Let's see if I can mark these locations first. Guess now I can, if there's enough support, maybe I can start with this one. Maybe marking them was never necessary. I don't know. Let's just see how this works. That thing comes out and then I can't even take it out, right? Come on now. It comes out so easily on the screw sometimes. Golly. Okay, now I want to do this far one. This bowed one bothers me. Never went in the board, pushed it down the whole time. Man. Sheesh. Once I get more boards connected, it'll sit more true and square. Not need all this shifting about. Ouch. Okay, there's two supports connected. Hey yo, it's pretty rigid right now. Not too heavy. I gotta make sure this last one gets lined up. do the same thing. The board's already in place. Let's see, can I get up there without shifting it too badly? Dang, this board is off. Yeah, nothing's gonna be holding down this warped board. That's too bad. I don't know how to solve that. Or these being slightly off. I think it's because I cut them and they dried over the weekend, unfortunately. This one didn't get its last few dale, did it? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to shift that board underneath too much before it's lined up. So that first screw is in it. And that's tight. Matt, holding these upside down. That pulled it down, but I am standing on it. I don't know. Big step. All right, let's see. That ain't bad. Figure out the best way to do it. I might need to put an angle on these boards just so it goes in easier. But if I put this last one tight to that last joist, would be best because it'll keep the thing from sliding back and forth. I'll try that first, and then if I can't lift it up, I'll make a change. All right, I just put 2 screws in and it's tight. It's catching Yeah, just on the lower half. I wonder if I could bevel that piece. Put a slant on it so it'd be tight when it sat in there, but then it could be pulled out. I'm gonna give that a try. Try to remember which side's top and bottom so I can use those same holes. So yeah, I want to cut it off like this, all the way along there. Alright, so I just bent the saw over as far as it'll go. And let's see. Pretty much the angle I wanted. So now I just need to find, there we go, I'll do halfway in between those two notches. So I was just looking at this notch right there. Ooh, excuse me. Put my saw back to 90. Go put this in place and see if it helped. This will work. Now I got the same hole. Come on. Okay. Now it lifts up no problem. Didn't catch on anything. Maybe just this first corner right here is catching. Alright, camera overheated. But I got that in. I'm not sure how much I showed. But while I was waiting, I sanded the whole surface. Got all the burrs down. Got all the ink off anywhere that the stamp was. This, I forgot where we left off, but it works great. That bevel sits in there nicely. I think one piece will be the best solution here. So now I got my router out. I took off this piece of decking. It's over here. So this is the router, it spins. Let's see if I can remember how to work it. Here we go. So it's spinning counterclockwise. Yeah. If you're looking down on it. looking down on it, spinning clockwise. But if you go against the grain on this wood, it'll kick up and bite it out, really chew on it. So I can never remember which way is which. I'm gonna see. Alright, so when I was pulling it towards me, it wanted to just kind of catch and jump away. So I think it'll be best, this is a scrap piece, if I can push it away from me. That's nice. Nice little curve to it. I don't know if you can see or not. It's leaving the faintest of grooves because this blade will notch out even more. It has a cutting blade on this side. So if I wanted to, it could step down and then bevel. But I just want it to bevel, so I'm going to push it up past that point. So none of that sideways blade is hitting in my material. Alright, that's better. I don't know if you can see the cut is different. It's very fine, but here is just a bevel. It's not as big as the bevel that's originally on these boards, but it's a lot nicer than the sharp cut edge. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is beveling these. No, I don't want to, because I don't have to take it apart. So I'm just going to bevel the curved edge. Let me give this another little practice push. Nice, I like that a lot. Okay, well, I'm glad I practiced. Oh, I need to sand the ink off of this board. None of the other ones, because I don't have any more. If I mess this up, I only have one replacement board, so I'm not gonna mess it up. Take it nice and slow. Heck yeah. Maybe you can see it on the profile there. I think this is a 1/4 inch bevel that I have. Man, that's smooth. Hit it with this sander real quick. Voila. Look at that. Compared to this sharp edge there. So tack this back in. Taking these boards off plenty of times. On and off, you can see that the hole screw goes right into the hole. Stretch. All right, I'm gonna take these all three off, sand them, put them back. Here we go, bump my head. It's nice to work under the shade. Last one. It missed. So there's no joist under there. How far back is it? Man, it's too close. Well, I guess the last one was the last one before this. No need to put that in. It went right on the outside, so this is really the last one it will grab. If I put another screw there, it'll blow out the side. This is the only splitting I had on all the deck boards. This piece of wood was dry. I had this in my storage already. It wasn't new, so that might be the difference. Okay, I think the construction is complete of the seat and the seat back. See the beveled edge a little bit better now. Meet up with the pool deck there. So next I'm going to fill in the bottom. I got some fence pickets for that. Fill in the bottom over here too. And then I'll start puzzling out how I'm gonna make some little channels or so to put the plastic lattice in, vinyl lattice in. These are their paint color samples. Leave them in the sun. But I'm gonna take a break first. I don't know what time it is. I think it's after 1 o'clock. 1:30. 1:30 to be exact. Another thing I was thinking of was, do I need to put any more support right here between the two? I don't think so. It's kind of one of those things I just need to let them live with it, let it age and dry and flex and whatnot, and then I'll come back and fix whatever's a problem. So I'm gonna take a break. All right, back from lunch. Got these boards cut. If I don't put it in reverse, the drill will get stuck, or it'll come out. Or maybe I can show you. Aha, see? It's better if I lock it down in there, but moving quick, I can handle it. So this board has a lot of different options on where it might go. I'm just flushing it there with my finger tip. So look at that, pow! So it'll be a little warped, but it's a facade. It's just to keep the dog out of there, cover up the foundation or cover up the posts. The foundation will lightly be covered with gravel, otherwise it'll be visible. I'm gonna put this one at the bottom. Let me check if this was level. It is level. I think I'm gonna put the full one at the bottom here, and then rip one in the middle. Will look neat. Just checking the height. It's gonna get buried in gravel or not. It will not. I need my measuring tape. Okay. Don't crush my phone. So I want to put this there. Hold this flush on the outside. Lift until it's level. And that is 4 1/4. This is 4 1/4 should work. 4 1/4. Four and a 1/4 inch. The issue here is I want to maximize my lumber usage. These boards are 3 feet long. Oof. And I'm using, these are fence pickets, they're 6 feet tall. Almost perfectly. So my cutoff with the dog ear is 3 feet and 1/8 or so. But I wonder if I can hide the fact that there's a dog ear on one of the rip-offs. Or maybe just dog ear it. Because if it was over here, it might be more hidden because the post is there. Like this. I'll cut one and see. Alright, so that's what I ended up with. If I put the ripped piece on the top, it might be visually hidden. It's like that. I don't know. Put it up like that. we'll roll with it. Looks good. All right. Oh, there it is. I don't see a problem with that little beveled edge. I'll change it if they got a problem with it. So, it's quite all right. Now I'm gonna do it to the other side, but I'm not gonna put it on the bottom one. So I'll probably just do 2 full unripped boards. And that's so they can get in here with their feet, stand as close as they can here, with the access down below to those ball valves and such. So I'm gonna measure that, cut that, put it in. Easy stuff. All right, that side's done. I was sanding the bottom because they're gonna have to put their foot under here. There's a sharp edge. I was using my sander, but I couldn't quite get it on the back corner. That's smooth. If I'm able to run my hand down there with some confidence, smooth. That'll be great. Yeah, so that I'm gonna bring more gravel to cover up as far as you can see. And then I sanded the bottom here too, so they can have a nice lift them up. And then I think the best way to go is going to be lift it like that, and then pivot it over like this. It's in the way of that, I guess. But you can really get down in here and see my foot can go underneath, so I can reach even further. Get down in here with some confidence. Bang. Over here too, I got multiple access points to get to that valve. But the filter's got to come straight up. I need to determine the mower. See, even that's a tricky part of this part. Like, the thing comes off and on, but is it easy? Not yet. So I need to figure out the best process. Drag it like that, maybe. Then you can flip it up and over. If the top's on. Bevel the bottom of those boards, that could help. I'll mess with it some more and figure that out. But what's next for today? Yeah, I need to start puzzling out how to put some vinyl siding or lattice. It'll gonna slip in like that, so I need to make kind of like a U channel or something. And it might be just as easy as a fence picket. Is it wide enough? No. So, I'll see. Just some more thinking. Not much to film there. Get back up with you soon. Alright, here's what I got for the back side. Made a little channel. So this isn't the material. It's going to be flexible vinyl that I'll be able to slip in there. And it's flexible enough that I'll be able to bend it to get to from this angle to that angle. Could almost do it with a picket, but it would be a lot to get out. It'd be too wedged in if you didn't want to gig it out again. But it's going to be removable. The vinyl's also like at least a third this thickness, so there's plenty of room for it to sit in there, grab in there. We'll have it come up to, you know, here maybe. I guess yeah, flush with the top. So vinyl in. So I got that one in. See, I ripped a board down, and it's just in between creating that channel. Then I come on over here. Get this top one flush on the top and the sides. Now, while I can still move that thing, try to find the other holes I made. I don't know. I don't think that one went in the hole I wanted it to. And look, there's a little plastic here because I went through the top of my table. All right. You know what? I brought this over here to check if it was level, and it's not. So I'll do it again. It's far enough off that it should create new voids to go into. That's level. Bang. I could secure it with screws here, you know, along the depth of it. So I'll see. It's another one of those things we just kind of live with it, work with it, adapt it to see how it best fits our use. So I'm going to put one more there. I guess I'll make them all removable. Why not? All the same thing. So I got two more to make. I need to get some water. It's like, sheesh, I don't know what time it is. Nearly 4 o'clock. But I want to finish those two little things. So yeah, gonna refill my water and good morning. It's Wednesday. My camera shut off yesterday. It was too hot and full of memory, so I'm not sure where I left off, but you'll see when I get back there today. I'm at my storage unit to get some remaining tools, drop off some other ones. And then I'm headed to Zarza to buy one more of those 2-foot pavers, and then to Home Depot to get some sand and some lattice. And I also got to go to Ewing to get edging. So I got a lot of shopping to do before I even get to the site. So thanks for following along.